And we're live! Welcome to Omnibroslive. This is your host, Omar from Near Mint Condition, and I have my lovely co-host, Gio
Aw,
from A Week in Geekdom. How's it
yes,
going, brother?
finally. I am so happy. It's the two of us. We can bond for an hour. How are you, good sir? I'm doing great.
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm doing awesome. A little last minute prepping, but that's the way I work. I work better under pressure, and
Hell
it's
yeah.
definitely under pressure. So, we're going to talk about some hauls, a couple of reads
hmm
that I've done, and then, of course, get to the week of. Actually, I just released a video on my channel about this, so this should be really easy for me. I got this. I got this. No way I can screw it up.
Hell yeah.
But before I do have a chance of screwing it up, I'd like to say just a few words from our sponsor, which is In Stock Trades. So if you've never lived there and if you're living under a rock in the collected editions world, you need to go to www. People still say that www. No, probably
Over
not.
here they do.
They do in Puerto Rico. Awesome.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
just in case, go to instocktrades.com, where you can get collected editions up to 50% off, 52% off if you have part of their loyalty programs. Um, New books are dropping every Tuesday,
yeah.
and usually they have a selection of books that are 50% off. So that's where you want to go. They have the best shipping. You already know how much we love those people. So
We love them.
instocktrades.com is the place to go. All right, without further ado, Gio, what's up? And everybody in the chat, how's it going? This is so weird. I'm used to just doing this. I'm gonna end up screwing this up, like
We're,
not muting my mic. Um, where's the dog? Here's where everybody's dropping. You know, we give Jess like a week off
off
once a year, and this
yearly,
happened to be his
exactly.
week. He is in Disney World right now with his family. That was his birthday present from his wife and his kid, and he's sending me pictures. It's really cute and making me jealous because I really want to go to Disney World with my kids. But yes, that's where the Omnidog is. So sorry you won't see him tonight. I will play the role of the old man today. That is me.
You're not old. Come on.
Uh, Sometimes my brain feels like it, buddy, or my body. Um, so Gio, what have you read? Let's go there. What have you read?
This is gonna be totally easy. I have not read anything. So there
Oh
you go.
shit! Okay, there goes the episode. Thanks a lot, Gio. I chose the
Sorry.
right person to co-host with me. Well, lucky for you, my friend, I read
You've
some
read.
shit. Yes, I did.
Nice.
All right. So before I get to the hauls, let's talk about some books that I did read. And let me know if you've read any of this because I don't want to spoil too much, but I will say what to read and what not to read.
hmm
I will save the best for last and go from to the best. Catwoman, Volume 2 by Jim Valent. Did not think I would see this book in print, but hey, you know, DC, let's go ahead and cancel all the Nightwing stuff, the Robin stuff, the Green Lantern Kyle Rayner, but let's bring this beautiful Jim Valent book of Catwoman, the Forgotten Years for a reason. But you know what? I bought it, so I'm guilty because I love this crap. This is 90s Batman, and it's not very good. And the art is really, really not that good either. Unless you're a fan of Jim Ballant, then, you know, kudos to you. But yeah, I don't recommend this for anybody unless you're a Catwoman fan, a Jim Ballant fan, or just a fan of mediocre writing with some, uh, you know, semi Jim Lee-ish artwork. I don't know how to describe Jim Ballant. And actually, you know, I give us a lot of shit. Chuck Dixon's run was pretty good. It's not as good or as memorable as like the Ed Brubaker run, but this is okay. But
It looks
just, you
pretty
know,
cool.
he kind of caters to his artist in most of these things. Catwoman's always getting trapped. How? I don't know.
She's
But
always in
anyway,
a bind.
yeah. I'm just really surprised that we actually got this. This wasn't one of those books that got, for some reason, axed. I tried Oblivion Song. Have you checked this out? It's the new.
Mm, nope, I haven't yet.
Okay, so this is Robert Kirkman, but let me get this guy's name because what I liked about this the most was Lorenzo Di Felici, his artwork.
hmm
Yeah, this stuff right here. I really dug his artwork. I think
Oh,
that
that looks
was what
nice.
stood out the most for me in this book. post-apocalyptic future. I think we've been there before with Kirkman.
Cool.
Let's see. Let me show you some more pages here. I like the way that Jess does it. He peeks his head around here.
That looks nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, the story itself is okay. Very similar to Walking Dead. Now here's something that is completely beautiful that I will double dip in and get once it goes into oversized hardcover. Isola.
I have that book, but I have not read it yet.
Dude, this is some of the... Okay, so it starts off with as one of the most confusing stories I've read in a while. But I couldn't put it down. Come on, how can I put that down? Look at that. That is gorgeous. It is Carl Keschel. He's the artist on this. And the writer is Brendan Fletcher, who did... didn't he do Burnside, I think?
I think
Batgirl Burnside?
Yeah. He was involved in that.
Okay. But this is the artwork that will keep you reading. Because it is kind of confusing at first. It's this girl and what you assume is her pet tiger. But there's so much more than that. They are more connected than just that. And they are out being hunted and looking for a place to stay and call home. I don't want to give too much away or flip too much. But I just want you to look at this artwork and fall in love with it.
Yep.
I thought you said you couldn't join.
Exactly.
What happened?
Well, I'm stuck in rush hour traffic, so I decided to grace you motherfuckers with my amazing AfterCon presents.
Boom.
Okay. Did you read anything?
I read a lot of restaurant menus.
Okay.
And alcohol menus at bars.
All right.
Nice.
What else?
But not a lot of comic books.
All right. So about as useful as always. Okay. All right. Look at this
all right,
beautiful artwork.
With more bullshit, everybody.
Look at this beautiful artwork, Gabe. Gorgeous.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, dude, I love Carl Keschel. That guy's
okay.
Beautiful.
Have you read this?
A couple issues of it. I'm waiting for a beautiful hardcover to come out.
Well, I was saying I will double dip because it was at first the first couple of issues were so difficult to understand. Like I didn't understand what was going on, and I was like, "Am I being stupid?"
But you read smart comics, Omar. How
right? And then I had to remind myself that I read smart comics, so I'm like, obviously I'm not dumb. No, but man, I ended up really, really liking this, but not as much as this book right here that Jess has praised. Have you read this, Gabe?
No, but you and Jess has been going on about it for. Jess has been going on about it for.
Yeah, Jess has been going on for. I just picked it up. I started reading it last week, and I fell in love with this.
I have no interest in buying and reading this book, but I'm gonna get super baited because of you and Jess, you bitches.
Oh, dude, it's so good. You won't be able to put. I couldn't put it down. As soon as we stopped recording, I finished it in one day. Just the artwork alone by Lee Garbett. Let me show you some of this stuff.
Yeah, that art looks really good.
I mean, damn, I cannot wait. Apparently, it's been opted for a movie or a TV show, is what I heard. This is what my buddy Kyle told me, who actually gifted me the book. So the premise, I do want to talk a little bit about the premise of this book, because I think it's really cool. One day, just gravity craps out, and everybody starts falling up, which is one of my fears, by the way. That's why I don't fuck with kites.
Really?
Not
Are
this
you afraid
cat.
of falling down the up escalator and you just end up in the centrifugal force of just spinning over and over down the up escalator?
No, I'm afraid of falling up, fool. Like these guys right here. Look at that. I don't fall up. That's why Omar don't fuck with hot air balloons either. Not this cat.
Is falling up a real thing? Because falling
up. Yes, it is.
Up.
Apparently. Look there. These cats are falling up. So that's what happens. Like gravity craps out. This guy knows about it, and he stays with the baby. And the baby grows up to be a pretty young lady 20 years later. And if humanity, like we do, we find a way to survive.
Yeah.
By pulling ourselves down. And apparently her dad has a way of fixing everything, but he won't leave the house. And his old science partner has also things to do behind why this happened. So I won't say much about that, but God, look at that artwork, man. This
Did
is
they
an amazing.
explain how to go to the bathroom with no gravity?
Yeah,
Definite.
just
They do?
J.K. Rowling, they make it disappear. So
Nice.
the book is $9.99. I strongly if you're looking for a book to like round up your $50 at in stock trades, this is the book. This book is completely worth it. I will also buy this again in oversized hardcover, as well as Isola. But man, yeah, I fell in love with this. I want to give the writer credit because Joe Henderson. Anybody know what else he's written?
No idea.
Apparently, okay, he is the showrunner on Netflix's Lucifer. So
Oh.
that's where you may have heard his name. But man, I was sold. This book was awesome. Jess was right. Volume 2 just dropped, so I can't wait to get that.
Fuck.
Did you get pulled over? What's happening?
No, just traffic is getting worse.
Well, at least you can listen to Omnibros Live on your way back home.
Not only can I listen to it, I can actually be on the show on my way home.
Or you can be on the show on the way
That's
home.
Right.
Let's see. What else was there? That's all I read. That's all I read, as well as Lazarus, which we are reviewing tomorrow in Old Reader, New Reader on my channel.
I want to read Lazarus.
You haven't read it?
I have not read it yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I think Volume 3, the hardcover, comes out sometime in the late summer. Because it went on hiatus for a little bit. So,
are you confident in recommending the hardcover, or should I check out the trade?
Geo, this is Omnibros Live.
No big or go home.
Not punk ass trade bitches. Even though I'm holding up trades, right? even though I'm holding trades up, no, man, the hardcover's the way to go. That book is solid, and I'm confident enough in Image to either wrap it up in oversized hardcover format, especially that writer, right? I mean, talking about Rucka, there's a difference between him and the guy that wrote. What are those books? Peter Panzerfaust, that book that never got.
We something.
Yeah, he had 2 of his books. Like that Image is like, yeah, we're not gonna finish out that format. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I have Volume 1. I got pissed. I canceled Volume 2 and the other Volume 2 of his other series. I was like, no more unless Rucka or Brubaker are on these titles. I'm gonna wait it out. Or I'm sorry, BKV.
Well, real quick, I don't think it's Image. It's Image's decision on the format. I think that still all falls down to the creator. So I guess as the creator of Peter Panzerfaust, who must have just decided to kind of swerve on everybody and change up the format.
Yeah, you're right. Because when I talked to Nick Spencer, he said it was up to him. Because I interviewed him, and by the way, if you're a fan of his Morning Glories, he said that they're waiting until the creative team comes back together to release that Volume 4 oversized hardcover.
Goddamn, dude, that book was so good.
Yeah, no, it's solid. So I told him I missed it. So that made me really happy. He said it's just when they come back, because they have enough for Volume 4, and then eventually they will release Volume 5 as they finish out the series. Because I think they were going to do like 6 or 7 volumes.
That's good, because I thought that series was just forgotten, and they abandoned it or something.
Nope, not forgotten. It's just on hiatus, like a lot of things.
Good news.
Now, did you haul anything? Did you guys haul anything?
I actually did.
But it is, a lot of it is still in our tractor trailer, coming back from San Diego, or I'm sorry, from Anaheim. I was supposed to, I told you guys, I went to the warehouse because we were supposed to unpack the trailer, but it didn't show up, so we all just left. It's not going to show up until later tonight. But I got some cool shit. I bought a lot of stuff on eBay that I think is waiting for me at home. I got some shit autographed at the Jim Lee signing. But next week will probably be a fairly epic Jess-style haul, so be ready next week.
Nice.
And next week I'll give a shout-out to everybody that I met who came to the booths over the last couple of weeks to say hi. Met a lot of fellow Omnibros, fans of the channel. It was a great couple of weeks at the convention with meeting fans and friends and great stuff like that. Bought a lot of stuff for the store. I was hustling, man. I'll give you guys some details later. I'm not driving. I got did a lot of hustling, did a lot of buying for the store, a lot of negotiating, talking down prices, finding exclusives. You know, lots of great stuff going on. But that might be a topic for next week.
Nice. Okay. Did we lose Gabe? Is he still there? His phone keeps falling. Still there, Gabe? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It wouldn't be Omnibros Live without somebody internet crapping out. All right. Well, good talk.
Continue it out.
Good talk. There, there you are. So Epic Hall next week from you. Good.
Epic Hall next week. I'll get into more details about the con. I kept a list of fans and friends that I met at the booth. So I'll give a bunch of shout outs to everybody that came to hang out.
Joe Chip says you should concentrate on your driving before you have an accident. And Joe Chip, that's how we're going to get views. Gabe's going to have a live
I can
accident.
drive and talk at the same time. I mean, everybody does it.
You wearing your seatbelt?
Yes, I'm wearing my seatbelt.
Good.
Okay, good man. Good man.
I've had a car accident where I flew out my window before, so I keep my seatbelt on.
Oh.
Yikes. You don't need to happen that again. Don't need the views that much. Gio, what did you haul, buddy?
Yeah, it's pretty short. I did get manga with. I know Gabe doesn't like manga, but I got Ancient Magus Bride Volume 10, which I love the series, and that time I got reincarnated as a slime volume. What volume is this? Volume 9.
That title's so ridiculous.
I know. And
real manga, fake manga.
It's so bonkers that I love it. So
is it good?
Yeah.
I know Maddie said it's good.
And Ancient Magus Bride. It's pretty good. It's a fun series, I should say.
It sounds like the title of a really great, terrible 80s B movie.
yeah, it's a long title, but people just say, "Oh, the slime manga." So there you go.
Slime manga. Yeah. I know nothing about it. It's one of those that I'm like, how is that real? And does the slime have anything to do with the Dragon Quest slime?
Basically, in a nutshell, it's about this guy, this 30-year-old that gets stabbed in our world and gets reincarnated into an alternate Earth that it's very Dragon Quest D&D style, and he gets reincarnated as a slime monster. And eventually, he becomes like super powered and all that stuff, and forms friendship with other monsters and stuff, and they fight off enemies and et cetera, et cetera. It's a mix of comedy and action and very shonen type thing. But yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Is it an anime already?
It was a light novel, then manga, and now it's an anime. So it's all over the place.
Light novel. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that it? Is that all you got, Gio?
Yeah, it's a light month for me.
Light week.
Or light week, yeah,
right.
Sorry.
Okay. I was like, you got one thing last month, man. Let's see. I've got some books I'm ashamed that I own, and that's this book right here, and this is the X-Men Onslaught Aftermath.
I knew you were going to get that. You were trying to play hard like you weren't.
Does it have X-Men on the title? Then you get damn right I'm going to get it. Oh my god, dude, just hold on. I was looking through here and I'm like, I don't remember the art being this painful. This guy is trying to be Jeff Matsuda, but nowhere near does he understand what a body's supposed to look like. This is, by the way, because it also has gorgeous artwork by Joe Madura, so I'm not gonna just show you that crap.
Yeah.
Let me show you some of the, Joe Mad art. So it's got some of this stuff here. So it does have its ups and downs. Joe Mad, Bodyguards, great. This does finish out the Great and Creed storyline. You know anything about that from the 90s? A storyline that went on way too long.
Where he was president and stuff, Or
Yeah, where he was
president.
running for president, right? Um, it's just what happens in the aftermath of Onslaught, and it's funny because this is the stuff that I missed because I stopped reading comic books. I was like, I'm out. You guys have fun without me.
So where does this fall into place in like Onslaught readathon? Since you're the readathon kind of guy.
This takes place right after the Onslaught Omnibus. So if you have the Omnibus or the 4 trade paperbacks, this is the next book to pick up. It's a $40 book, but it contains a shit ton of stuff. And just some not so good artwork, but then some pretty good stuff. You know, you have this is the, believe it or not, this is Steve Epting. This is what his art style looked like back in the 90s. A graduate of the Joe Kubert School of Art, which you could probably tell, but a lot different than his stuff on like Captain America or Velvet, for that matter. And let me see. Oh man, I even forgot about these guys right here, the upstarts with the Game Master. But anyway, that's enough. Oh, look, wait. Actually, look here. This is early Jimmy Chung artwork right here.
Oh man, I love that Jimmy Chung art. Where he was very Jeff Masuda as well.
Yep. I mean, you could kind of tell it's still Jimmy Chung, but not the style that you're used to him now, right? Like his style still looks similar, but a little bit different.
So is this? How much of this is overlapped in other books, and how much of this is like newly reprinted material?
None of this is overlapping. This is all brand new stuff, really. This issues 338 and 340 of Uncanny X-Men, annual 96 and 97, and then adjective list 58 through 61. Now, none of that stuff has been collected in the past, so it's got the I know the story you
gotta
like.
Get it. Now
it's got the story you like where Angel gets his wings back, his feathers.
His wings come back? Dude, that's a beautifully drawn Joe Mad issue right there. Beautifully drawn.
I'll give you that. That's only because it's Joe Mad. Now, moving on, I got the Epic. I'm a big fan of the Epic line, and this is Wolverine Volume 2. If you have the Omnibus, if you've been in the game for a long time and you happen to grab that first Wolverine Omnibus, this is the stuff that happens after that. This is the stuff that happens after the first Epic. This collects probably 2 of my favorite Wolverine graphic novels, and that is the Scorpio Connection. That's the one that's drawn by Howard Chaykin and written by Archie Goodwin. Check here, because I want to make sure this also has the Jungle Adventure, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and then the Jungle Adventure with this guy named Mike Mignola. So let me show you some of that art when he draws Wolverine, and written by Walter Simonson. Those are 2 probably my favorite Wolverine graphic novels. I love this stuff. Let me show you some of the Chaykin stuff too, just in case you're wondering. And this is some of the Chaykin stuff, like back when he was more like Frank Miller, less like Howard Chaykin draws now, but had that more of a Frank Miller look to his artwork. And then it collects the ongoing series too. What is this? Issues like 17 through 30. With, of course, the cover to 27 right here, which is also the cover to the Nintendo game. Art by John Buscema, and most of the stuff written by Archie Goodwin and Joe Duffy.
Speaking of the video game, the Nintendo game, that's what I brought to the Jim Lee signing to get signed.
Do you have it in a box or just the cartridge?
I have it CIB.
Now, even the Nintendo cartridge was, or I'm sorry, the actual box art, that's one of my favorite covers right here by Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Issue 25. This is like kind of the first time Wolverine talks about his childhood. Thought that was a really cool story. That was written by Joe Duffy. Let me see 27, what the original cover looks like, and I'll show you. Because they even changed it a little bit for the NES game.
Yeah, it's at an angle on the arcade game, or on the video game.
Yeah.
I had him sign the box, and I had him sign the cart, so it's really cool. It's on my Instagram if anybody wants to check it out ahead of time.
So I thought it was really cool that back then they also did like a gallery of Wolverine in each issue. So that one's Todd McFarlane.
Is that the Todd McFarlane pinup? Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the Jim Lee cover. That's what the original looks like. And that's the one that they used for the box on the Nintendo game with Sabretooth in the little box corner. Then I picked up another Epic, Iron Man. Return of the Ghost. This one, I haven't done my haul for this month yet, but this one I remember. I haven't read this right here. This is Iron Man Crash. I don't know if you remember this, Gabe. This is like late 80s. It was
No.
like a graphic novel. And I remember at the time I was just blown away. I was like, oh my God, they're using computer generated art in a comic book. Right. Like it looks like dog shit now, I'm sure, to most people. Back when I was a kid, I was like, this is the future. All comic books are going to look like. I remember the scene from Big when they were like, we're going to put a microchip inside of your comic books and you can choose your own adventure. And I was like, that's where we're going. We're going there, man. This is amazing. Not so much now looking back, because I haven't seen this since I was a kid. So it's pretty interesting looking at it. Yeah, so like it's like a CG Iron Man from like late 80s, or what they thought the future was going to look like. And then, of course, the ongoing series, issues 233 to 244. There's a lot of Paul Mount's colors back here, too, if I remember correctly. And then the last epic I hauled was the Superior Stratagem, and that's the Captain America Epic Volume 17. All this stuff from our childhood, man. This is 1991 to 1992. Rick Levins.
I never read Iron Man or Captain America during that time frame.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
No way. I didn't read. Honestly, I think my first real Captain America stuff was Catwolf, and then Heroes Reborn.
All right. Well, same writer, even though that's not one of his best stories. The Mark Grunwald, probably had one of the best, most underrated runs on Captain America. I really like this run, but I think everybody now remembers him for Catwolf. Yeah. Which is unfortunately not the best of that era. And this is when Ron Lim started drawing too, for Cap. So, yeah, I love these epics. So if I can't get an omnibus, this is the way I collect them. And that's it as far as my hauls.
Epics are like the second best format for Marvel Comics right now, next to omnibuses.
Yeah, and you know they do a really good job about like the quality control that goes into them, with the exception of like the Venom one or the Daredevil book. Yeah, those are the ones I can think of that had issues. But
we need to we should get Curtis from the Epic Marvel podcast on here one day. We'll just have a big Epic Marvel, chat.
Yeah, he's a nice dude. I listen to his podcasts from time to time. Yeah. He's out of he's out of Canada, right?
Yeah, he's out of Canada. I've been on his show before.
Oh, okay.
One of his co-hosts was at Chicago, and we were talking. So let's see what we can do. We'll see if we can put some of that into motion.
Make Havoc, the Uncanny X-Men. It was the X-Men Onslaught Aftermath book.
Yo, what up, Steve? I was hanging out with Steve a lot this weekend.
That's it. Who's Steve? Is it Make Havoc?
Make Havoc. Yeah, me and him. Man, we tied one on pretty hard Friday night at the bar.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good convention stories. Usually end up at a bar somewhere. So that's my haul, guys. Do you want to get to the previews and talk about what's discounted in stock trades? Because this is a pretty big week for me.
Do it up, brother.
Sure.
All right, gonna share my screen and then move on over here. Let's see. Sharing screen. Share.
Whoa.
Your screen
it's
share.
Not working, Omar.
Everyone.
Did you do it yet? It's not working.
Should be.
It's working.
Damn it.
You got it.
Should be. All right. This week. Oh, and let me highlight myself too, so you cats don't. There we go.
Yep.
All right. So this week we got Paper Girls Deluxe Hardcover Edition Volume 2. That's a hell yes for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a must buy, bro. Yep.
42% off at in-stock trades, September morning. This is all from Image Comics, by the way. Stray Bullets, Sunshine and Roses. I really need another.
Price? What's the cover price for Paper Girls?
$34.99, but let's
so 42%
see.
42% off. So
yeah, 42% off of that. $20.29. Stray Bullets, Sunshine and Roses, trade paperback. I really could use a legit omnibus. I have the first softcover omnibus.
Yeah,
I want more.
was it Axis and Aos or Allies, whatever it's called?
It's the big one. It's the, I don't know. It's a straight bullet. It's got like the first 5. Witchblade Volume 2, Disney Pixar Story Adventures Trade Paperback Volume 1. Let's see, IDW, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic 16. My little girl just got one of those issues. Transformers Unicron Trade Paperback. That finishes out that era of Transformers. I don't know what this is. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's.
I choose to believe you, Gio.
I think it's yeah.
You didn't highlight yourself, Omar.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Is it not working? Like when? Yeah, see, look. Highlighted myself again. Let's see. Batman and the Outsiders hardcover volume 3, and that finishes out that run. Surprised that DC decided to print that out. Detective Comics trade paperback volume 9. I'll be getting that hardcover when that comes out. Final Crisis Essential Editions. Did you guys ever read any of this stuff? Mark Waid's Green Lantern and Flash Brave and the Bold?
No.
That is some badass comics back there, my friends. I love that run. Let's see what else we got. I'll be getting this. Let me see if this is 50% off. Nope. League is 42% off. Dang it. Thought that would be 50. Oh, well.
Is Flash and Green Lantern 50% off?
That is also 42% off.
Oh.
The big books luckily are 50% off, though. The 2 big ones from Marvel. Powers, trade paperback volume 4.
What issues is that in Powers?
1 through 18 of series 2.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Does that follow up after the first Omnibus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first Omnibus, the Marvel Omnibus, is basically all of season 1. It's like the first 32 issues. So this takes place right after that with the new Retro Girl.
I gotcha. So here's another Bendis book, and that is Superman Action Comics hardcover volume 1. I think that's just standard size, is what we said it was. I think it's oversized, and it collects issues 1001 and 1006. Let's see if
that would have been perfect as an oversized hardcover, man. That would have been great.
Missed opportunity. Welcome to DC. So that is also 50% off. Or that is 50% off. And so is Teen Titans Volume 1, even though this is Teen Titans 20 through 24. It's just a renumbering of the trade paperback. So that is 50% off as well.
So just those 2 books from DC?
That are 50% off?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I see. And now let's go over to Marvel. Fangirlz Assemble. Is anybody getting the Earth's Mightiest box set slipcase?
Isn't that collected in a bunch of Omnis?
It's collected in a bunch of Marvel Premiere hardcovers. And as a matter of fact, it looks like that's what they put in here was the Marvel Premiere hardcovers. Scattered about. You know what? It doesn't have Avengers The Crossing. Don't need it. So that's 42% off in case you're wondering. Avengers World, which was the sister to the Hickvengers.
Right?
Yeah. So this is everything in there, and this is 42% off.
Cool.
Conan, this is volume 2 of the Kurt Busiek Epic Collection. Do I even need to talk about this? Please don't buy this.
Yeah, as a public service announcement, please do not buy it.
And if you're going to, get it from InStockTrades.com, though.
Exactly.
But in case you're wondering...
that Infinity hardcover, the Infinity Omnibus?
The Infinity Omnibus. Let me see. This is 50% off at InStockTrades. Collecting Hickvengers, his Infinity, and then, of course, Jim Starlin's original Infinity Gauntlet. Now, one that I'm...
It's just Infinity Gauntlet? There's no,
No, that's it, dude.
Thanos Quest or anything like that?
No, it's literally Infinity Gauntlet 1 through 6.
Yep.
And then 20 years later, Infinity.
Which
whatever.
Has 0 to do with one another.
Yep. Okay, now one I'm getting, I know Gabe, I don't know. Gabe, you have the box set, so are you going to get the Infinity War Omnibus?
I am getting the Infinity War Omnibus. I don't care that I have the box set.
Nice.
I need the omnibus.
All
I
right,
think so.
that's what I want to hear. So that is 50%
Not just that,
off.
but bro, there's been dude, this last week, I'm sorry, this last month and longer has been just very, very unrelated to omnibuses and stuff. So I haven't bought an omnibus since I think Conan.
I heard Conan, so
So
you're probably right.
This is good.
Okay, so yes,
Fuck.
I am also getting it. That is 50% off, so it'll be $62.50 at in-stock trades tomorrow.
Right.
Marvel Universe: The End. I'm surprised they didn't cash on this and make it like an oversized hardcover. That is like Jim Starlin's bookend to his series. I really like that book.
It was out of print for a long time too.
Yeah, so this is the new printing. Marvel's Avengers Endgame Prelude. This Marvel Masterworks Daredevil Volume 13 that keeps appearing and reappearing. I think this is the cover people have been waiting on. Spidey Freshman Year and Unstoppable Wasp Girl, who my co-host on Old Reader New Reader really like that book.
Which one?
The Unstoppable Wasp.
No, which host?
Maddie and Amanda both really like that.
Oh, both of them. Okay.
The art in it is pretty good. I like it.
Have you read it?
I haven't read it, but the artist, I think it's the same one from Gwenpool, and I like that art stuff.
You know, one thing I was trying to find when I was doing my solicitation stuff, the Gwenpool Volume 4 doesn't seem to be. It was supposed to come out this month, and nada. So I know when DC makes a whole deal about canceling their stuff, but Marvel is usually pretty damn quiet about cancellations. They're like, we're just gonna keep quiet. Make sure no one notices we're here. I have a suspicion that maybe that book might have been canceled, but I don't know for sure.
That many people waiting for it.
By the way, that Daredevil book, the Marvel Masterworks, will be 50% off, making it $37.50. Gio, you look over here and you stop me when you want to talk about something. Blame, I've got the big size editions. I like that series.
Blame, yeah.
There's a new Love and Rockets hardcover. Is This How You See Me? Hardcover edition. Kitaro. I didn't know the manga was still coming out. On Earth. Space Battleship. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I didn't know this was dropping. I thought this was dropping next week. It's Yamato, dude. That's a classic. You probably know it as Star Blazers, but even then, that was really cool.
Yep.
And they're reprinting the Winsor McKay Complete Little Nemo in smaller hardcovers. Or not smaller, but thinner. Still just as big.
Less laptop destroying.
Exactly.
Yeah, we should have told Jess that. All right. And now going back to this. Stop presenting. Bam, we're back.
Nicely done, sir.
So this week is going to be Infinity War
and Paper Girls.
Paper Girls for me, Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I think there was another book I was interested in, but I can't remember what it is. I was looking at my list here.
It was one of those dirty mangas.
I will probably get that Yamato book for real.
Mm-hmm.
That book is awesome. I grew up with that shit. That is my jam. Avengers World. That's right, Trigonosis. He knows what's up.
He's a big fan.
Omar, heard all the Rebirth titles are no longer coming out as deluxe editions. Instead, they come out as New 52 stuff, normal size hardcovers. That's the speculation right now because a lot of the future solicits have the sizes are smaller, so we don't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
But that would be one of the stupidest moves in DC's part, considering the first the first 2 years are nothing but hardcover, or 3 years are nothing but hardcovers.
Mm-hmm.
So believe me, if somebody can fuck it up, it's gonna be DC.
Well, now I'm wondering, because they have the oversized Superman Rebirth to finish off the Gleason stuff. Is it going to be oversized or is it going to be smaller?
No. Everything that's Rebirth Deluxe, still will be okay. The big trim, the trim. However, anything like he was saying, like moving forward, like the Peter Tomasi Detective Comics that have been solicited. They look like to be the standard size hardcovers, which is ridiculous.
That's lame.
Yeah, somebody was asking about League, that it will be 42% off tomorrow.
That's a paperback, isn't it, or is it a hardcover?
No, it's a hardcover. But it has the Black Dozier. So it's a newly released hardcover, or new print of the classic hardcover stuff. So it looks like that's everything will be 50% off, and including that Daredevil book I was talking about. That one. It's today's episode, the beginning of the new sponsorship.
I'll check out. I'll see you guys later.
It's today's episode, the beginning of the new sponsorship with cheap graphic novels. Maybe with the that we don't know, Trigonosis.
All right, man. I'm out of here. I just got home, so I'll see you guys later.
All right, man. Peace out. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us for your car ride. Glad we made it better for you. Where can they find you, Gabe?
You can find me sitting in front of my house in my car, possibly with pants on.
Don't make any promises.
But online, you can find me, Gabe Infinity Watch, on Instagram, in the Facebook group, YouTube, and also, you know what? We haven't said this in a while, but follow Omnibuslive on Instagram too. We haven't really pimped that out much lately, but maybe we'll get back on.
Good idea. Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Are you guys ending the show soon, or are you going to stay on for a while?
I am going to jump off soon because I got to go upstairs and do some stuff that I should have done this afternoon. It was good for you to join us.
All right. All right, well, then I won't be coming back. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, man. Peace out.
Bye.
Later, guys.
DC just canceled Snyder's Batman Omnibus. Avengers fan. Why would you even joke like that? Even on April Fools, I wouldn't risk it. DC might fucking hear us.
Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah, don't tempt them, please.
I do want to play a game of guess what's getting canceled next, because right now it's like fucking Russian roulette. Like it makes no sense where they're going.
Mm-hmm. It's a mess.
Well, I mean, Didio's logic doesn't make any sense about hey, we're just going to go ahead and, make it into a cheaper format because the Bronze Age, have you heard about that? Like, his excuse was they canceled the Bronze Age Omnis, right, of Brave and the Bold and Batman. So he was like, we want to make sure that people want this, so we want to make it into a more affordable format. But you've already released volumes 1 and 2, man. You might as well ride it out, dude. You can't just stop it and
exactly.
then expect people to go buy the trades and then upgrade to the Omnibus. Not everybody's a fucking idiot like me. That's not the way this world works, man.
I don't think that's a great idea. I wouldn't be like you have sweet hardcovers and then smaller trades. Nah.
Yeah, so nah. Yeah, Batman and the Outsiders Volume 3 will be 42% off, G. Scott, if you're wondering. So it'll be $28.99, which, if that's the last one, I think I'm going to go ahead and, when I have a slow week, probably pick all 3 of those up, because I've been wanting to get them.
Yeah, you should get them.
I should. There's a lot of things I should get. I need to start flipping some books, start selling some shit, man, make room. Can't just keep getting. Running out of room. Getting Infinity War. Yeah, what are you guys getting out there? You're welcome, G. Scott. I got you, man. Got about 10 minutes left. If you guys have any questions for us, between Gio and I and Jess, we know everything. Unfortunately, Jess isn't here, so whatever Gio and I cannot figure out, Jess has the answer to. So, sorry. Sorry. That's all you get. Fist bump. All right. Gio, what are you excited to get this month? Have you looked at so this is your manga guy. Are you getting the 20th Century Boys deluxe editions?
I don't have room for it, but I really want to get it. I don't know, maybe. I want to get, I'm currently getting One Piece volumes. I'm getting Slime, Ancient Magus Bride. What else am I also getting? It's not coming out in April, but I am getting Fire Force, which is a manga about firefighters fighting human combustion. Or instantaneous.
Wait. What are they fighting?
Like instantaneous human combustion. They're getting possessed by fire demons, and they like explode into flames. It's bonkers. I really like it.
For Jelly, claims to know more than us. So if you have any questions, whatever Gio and I don't know, for Jelly we'll have the answer to.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a while. That's cool.
It's been a while.
Good for him.
It's good to see him though. I like For Jelly. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a old school collector. Like he collects a lot of stuff that's out of print. He's got some of the most rarest books. I think somebody posted, either he posted, I know he doesn't do social media as much, but I think somebody posted a picture of some of the stuff that he had.
Interesting.
I did, Sledge. I'm sorry. Jess is no more. He is one with the mouse. He is in Disney World, in case you missed that part of the show, with his wife and kids for his birthday.
Yeah, he'll be back. Don't worry about it.
Oh, this is a good question. Should I get the Life and Times of Scrooge volume? Wait. Because volume 5 and 6 is... Shit, volume 5 and 6 are out of print? The box set? I would wait it out. Because box set 1 and 2 came back into print. So I would wait it out. It's worth owning all those. But in case you don't have it, it's such an amazing story. It is the best Don Rosa story. There's a lot of shout outs to Louisville, Kentucky there too, by the way. It's really cool to see in the background. So but I go for it, yes. I'm known for double dipping, so maybe you don't want my advice. Omar, Ollies are getting a lot of DC stuff. When you hit the next Ollies? Videos and Amanda's at Ollies. We do it once a month. We talked about it today, actually. We're probably going to go sometime. Yeah, sometime here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to go hit up like somewhere central Kentucky.
You've got a lot of them. You got a lot of Ollies around you.
Yeah. So we've mapped out the Ollies. So we're going to take this summer, go to a different city and try to do some road trips. So they're a lot of fun and visit the local comic book shops. Trying to find some stuff for me too.
Nice.
Omar, what happens to box set 1 of Uncle Scrooge? Is it out of print already? No. What? Hold on. It just came back into print. They just dropped it. Hold on a second. Keep the chat busy. There, Gio.
Well, it's recently reprinted.
Don Rosa box set. Let's see.
It's still in print, supposedly.
Okay, that's the first edition. Dude, that's crazy. First edition's gone down to $124. I remember when that shit was like people were crazy trying to sell it for $500, $600.
Yeah. Wow.
You said it was still in print?
Freddie said it's still in print.
I don't see it at Amazon as in print. But let's go to Fantagraphics website. I bet they know. Maybe you have to order it from their website?
Probably.
I mean, if they're going to reprint it, the gift box sets, that would be the... Okay, yeah, it looks like it's still in print at their website if you want to go that route. It's $49.99, So, thanks, Chris. We love doing those trips. They're a lot of fun. We get along really well. Right, because we've known each other for so long.
Hello.
Speaking of knowing each other.
Who's this guy? Who's this? Sorry, man. Were you an Omnibro? I'm kidding. What's up? What the fuck? I was kidding, Luis.
Oh, boy.
Maybe he couldn't hear us.
I think he's going to hear us.
Maybe he got pissed off and he's going to start his own Omnibro channel now.
Oh boy.
Hold on, there was another question here. Any X-Force collection trades out that double dip in the Omnis like Onslaught or the upcoming Cable and X-Force Omni? Yes, Trigonosis. As a matter of fact, there are some. Most of the Cable trade paperbacks double dip into that upcoming Omni. Did I do a cable reading order? I did. I did do a cable reading order. Check out my channel.
Yeah.
But I haven't done an X-Force reading order, which I'm confused because now the way they're trying to market those books is they're trying to say cable and X-Force. So they have issues of X-Force slipped in with issues of cable. So that's how they're trying to get you to buy them, which I'm fine with, but it gets confusing when you're collecting them. Is Luis not come back?
Let me check. Let me check.
Was it for Jelly that had the biggest library? I think so. He's got a pretty big library. But it's not the size for Jelly. It's what's in the library that counts. Let me see. I'm going through the questions here.
Yep.
What? Hey.
Oh.
All right. Now we hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear us?
We can hear you.
Yeah, fucking Safari.
Yep.
That's what it is. I'm gonna have to do it through Chrome from now on.
Yeah, I don't mess with Safari, especially if it's a Google extension. The size and quality.
Mm-hmm.
Well then.
Size and quality is always important.
Bitches be lying to me then.
That's the OmniBros way.
Special guest. Sharknado. The Omnivengers. Yeah, I like that. Great Lake Omnibros. I'll never forget that. That was me, Gabe, and Matt Miranda. Like one Saturday. Nobody wanted to get on. I'm like, I'll get on. And we were, since then, have been known as the Great Lake Omnibros. And I don't think any of us live near the Great Lakes, by the way.
I don't think any of those.
But those were just some amazing comic books.
What are you guys talking about?
Raw Sharknado. Thank you, Mr. Awesome, for bringing that back. I appreciate that. And heard all that all day. All day I could have gone without hearing any more of that. Oh, shit. Tickets go on sale for Endgame tomorrow?
Yeah.
Mother of God.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
need to know the time so I can get my tickets.
What? What's that?
I need to know the exact time so I can get my tickets. That's gonna be. I bet you Fandango crashes tomorrow.
You think that's going to be the one that crashes, not Mary
No,
Poppins?
probably.
No.
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins return, man. You guys underestimate the power of the umbrella. I'm with you. I think it's going to be bogged down, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's gonna probably crash. I mean, I'm good either way. Thursday, because every theater around me is showing like back-to-back screenings of it on Thursday. There's one at like 1 in the morning at the theater next to my house.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's like that, and it's Star Wars all over again. Where Star Wars?
Oh, dude, you need to watch it like as soon as it comes out, because I'll text you guys and spoil it. Like
Oh boy!
as soon as I watch it, I'm gonna take pictures in the movie theater. I'm like, oh man, I can't believe they killed Robert Downey Jr. for good. You know what Jess would do? Like Jess is so old school. I remember like having a chat in the OmniBros group, and I don't even know what I said. It pissed him off. He was like, "Stop talking, asshole." And I was like, "Dude, all I said was Samuel L. Jackson was in Captain Marvel, and I think you saw that in the fucking trailer." Like he does not fuck around with spoilers, and it's gotta be hard, man, because you live in the age of the internet. Shit gets spoiled like day of.
That's why I'm trying.
Or even before it comes out.
That's why I'm trying to get the first screening, because there's always the assholes that walk out of the theater and they're talking about it, and they're talking about the movie they just saw at like the top of their lungs, and you're about to go see it.
Oh, that's the worst.
I used to do that when I was younger, but I would lie about the shit that I just saw. I would never say what would actually happen. I just make up bullshit, dude. You know what though? Like I'm also like in Transformer and toy Facebook groups, and somebody spoiled the fucking. I haven't seen Shazam yet. I'm gonna go Thursday. Like somebody spoiled Shazam in a fucking toy group for me. Like some characters that appear, and I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, and I'm like, I think that movie, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So they saw the screening.
Yeah.
And you know, it wasn't that. It's Shazam. I'm okay. Like it's not like Star Wars Episode 9 or I guess Endgame for that matter. But still, like,
man, if it's what I think it is, like that was a big moment, and I wasn't sure if they were gonna have it in the movie. And when they did, I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. That's
yeah. For Jelly, the movies aren't a priority for him, so he's into the books. I don't know. I like a break from the book sometimes. So I have high hopes for this movie. Rambo 5's coming out. Fuck yeah, that dude won't die. He retired the character of Rocky, which makes me sad, but I love that Rambo's still around. Dude, I don't care. First Blood. I love all those movies. They're so ridiculous. Rambo 3, so amazing. It's so stupid. It's so amazing.
Well, I love the last one, man, where he jumps on the mounted machine gun and he's mowing down for like 5 minutes in the movie.
And that movie was brutal too, like graphically brutal. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I think it has a record in a movie.
Yeah, it was a great send-off for the character.
Oh, dude, I First Blood is the book itself is awesome, but the movie was great.
Have you read the book?
Yeah, I did when I was younger because I love that movie so much. I'm like, oh, I gotta read what this is about.
The book is darker than the movie, man. The book is dark as shit at the end, especially when Colonel Troutman.
Oh yeah, well it ends different, right? Because there is no sequel. There is no Rambo 2.
No.
I don't want to spoil in case somebody has not read the book. It is a wonderful book, but yeah, there's definitely not a sequel. Somebody was saying, who was it? Rick Nelson saying he was reading an actual news article when they started to read comments, and someone listed a ton of plot points and spoilers for Logan. What an asshole! What the hell? That's not cool.
It's gonna happen for Endgame.
Stallone won an Oscar for Rocky. Yeah, rightly so. That movie's Rocky's still in my top 20 movies of all time. I love that movie. It is one of the most perfect movies ever. And I'm still a sucker for Karate Kid, even though it's the exact same fucking formula. I don't care. I love Karate Kid. Not Kung Fu Kid, damn it. Karate Kid.
Johnny's the bad guy.
That was stupid.
I've only seen the first few episodes of Cobra Kai. I haven't seen much of that. I need to get back on that.
I've heard it's good.
It's funny you think it's sad Rocky was retired when you had no problem retiring Jess. I sent him off to Disney World. He'll be back. He'll be back next week rolling his eyes at me or Gio for talking about manga. Actually, I was excited to talk to him because I know he's the only one. I don't think you've read this, have you, Luis Skyward?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to sit down.
Oh, it's so good. And I think I wanted to talk to him about Farmhand, too, because I think that's a book he would really like. It's the artist from...
Chew?
Chew, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was really cool because he's writing it. I didn't know he could write.
Mm.
So, yeah, I ended up really enjoying this book, too. But he's not here, so maybe I'll talk about it next week when he comes back. Well, cats, that's all the time I have for tonight.
It's been fun.
Go upstairs and do some stuff. So you guys can keep going because apparently I don't need to be here for y'all to keep going.
But then the live stream will continue forever.
Worth it, dude. I'll come down here in my
fucking
underwear tomorrow morning going, oh, why is this computer on? Oh, shit, we're still waking up with a fucking morning wood and it's live streaming with 5 people still watching. Psycho Cleveland still watching. I haven't seen that guy in forever. Is he still coming in chats? What'd y'all do? Did y'all boot him out?
I don't think he comes on to our show. I've seen him on yours. I've seen on
yeah, and I haven't seen him on mine in about 3 weeks though. So that's why I was wondering if something happened to him.
He's not on the Sunday show.
I know I haven't seen him in a Monday show in a while, so I figured you assholes while I was gone booted him out. It's my boy.
One time before we leave, one time I think it was a Thursday show, and everybody left, and the stream kept going up until I think 1 in the morning. I fell asleep and then I logged. I think it was Jess who was handling it.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
And it was 1 in the
technology.
It's 1 in the morning and it's still going, and there were people still on the chat. Like, what's happening? I'm like,
that's fan base, man. That's awesome. I love hearing that.
It was just a black screen. There was nothing. It was just live with like 5
They were still
people
there,
down.
like in the hopes that Jess might show up and be like, "Hey, what the hell is this? How is my custom Extreme X-Men bind going?" That's a good question, Nick, because I'm done with the trades. I could go and rip those things apart and start saying it off. I just got lazy, man. I guess I need to do that. But the minute that I do it and I actually get my box, Marvel will announce the official Extreme X-Men Omnibus. And actually, I did get to interview Chris Claremont, and off the record, I asked him. I said, "Hey, man," because that's how me and Chris are now. No, I was like, "Dude, I'm a huge fan of your omnibus editions, and like, what are the chances that we're gonna get an Uncanny Volume 4 and Extreme X-Men Volume 1 or all in one this year?" I was like, "Off record, right?" And he looked at me. He was like, "Well, Marvel seems to really like printing my stuff, so maybe by end of year you might see one of those." So I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah!" Now there is a small chance that Chris Claremont doesn't know what the hell I'm even talking about, and he was just trying to shut my ass up. But there's a 15% chance that he might know what I'm talking about, and he's still trying to shut me up. So there you have it. Maybe that's why I'm holding on to not custom binding my Extreme X-Men, in the hopes that Chris Claremont might be right. But anyway, guys, before we sign off, this episode was brought to you by In Stock Trades. Go there tomorrow where you can get, like I said, the Infinity War Omnibus for 50% off, and a couple of those DC books for 50% off. And every day prices are 42% off of DC, Marvel, and Dark Horse and Image. You can't beat that anywhere. I mean, unless you're doing like a 5-figure discount, then shame on you. What else was 50% off? There was another book that people were asking if it was 50% off. I know the Daredevil book was. What was it?
Superman.
That was it. The Superman book. That is also 50% off. So that is at InStockTradesale.com. Go check them out. The Superman Action Comics. If you want to check out what Bendis did to those characters, it's $12.50. 49 cents. InStockTrades.com. That's it. For me. You guys want to stay on? I don't care. This live stream can go on forever.
We'll leave as well. I'm going to go as well.
All right.
Somebody was asking about Ryley real quick, though. You should probably let them know he's not going to be on for a bit.
Yeah, he's working nights now. That's why he hasn't been on for a while.
So you're not going to
maybe might see him on Sundays, maybe, but he's super busy.
Yeah, so he said he's going to be on nights for a little bit.
Yeah, we didn't send him to Disney World.
Nope. Or like that Disney World, they're going to become like the farm or in the Twilight Zone. Oh, speaking of Twilight Zone, before I go, did y'all see that the first episode is live on YouTube for free of the new Twilight Zone?
I've heard it's good. I'm watching that down here.
It's solid. From the first, I've only seen the first 20 minutes of it so far. It is solid. I think it's directed by one of the guys that did Black Mirror. So I'm gonna go back and probably finish that out. Yeah, but that first episode is funny because it dropped like April Fools. So I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm gonna get rickrolled." I got rickrolled because I started watching. I'm like, "Oh, this is legit shit." So that was really cool. All right, cats. I'm gonna hop off here. Y'all be good. Luis, where can they find you, buddy?
Find me at ComicsGod101 on Facebook and Twitter, and go watch Doom Patrol. It's totally awesome.
My man, that's right. It is awesome. All right, Gio, where can they find you, my brother?
You guys can find me at We Can Geekdom here on YouTube. Subscribe for videos like this and some other stuff. So, yeah.
All right, and I am Omar, and you can find me on my channel, Near Mint Condition. Tomorrow we have Old Reader, New Readers, where we're talking about Lazarus. So come and join us. It's a good book. Wondering what these ladies will think. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. It was a good chat, and we will see you. I will see you guys next Monday with my usual co-host, Jess, if he makes it back from Disney World. Good night, everybody.